Welcome to Spiritual Rebirth Sanctuary, a safe space for healing with Dr. Madelyn. So good to have you here. It's Wednesday, and we are looking at Keepers of the Light by Kyle Gray. Let's see what energies there are for today. Buddha. Something that everybody knows or heard of. Increased awareness, deep connection, trust your inner voice. So Buddha comes to us and asks us to come to the next level of connection and understanding in our lives. For some reason, looking at the hand positions, and when you're meditating, when you're doing healing, when you're working with the chakras, hand positions can be very helpful. It's activating the chakra in the fingertip. All right, let's take a look at the book, Buddha. Master Buddha. It's under the M. Okay. The Buddha started his life as a rich Mollycocky prince, but one day he broke free from the palace and was exposed to sickness, age, and death. This shook him and sent him off on a spiritual adventure that would lead him to leave behind all the earthly pleasures and to seek enlightenment so he could end suffering. Okay. So it says, you are moving beyond the illusions that fear has created so that you can be more focused on your priorities and what is serving you on this path. Let's see. Thoughts may arise that now that solve issues in your life, home, relationships, or work. They are being sent to you from your inner teacher, the Buddha within. So some of the Buddha, teachings has the idea of, really becoming that Buddha within yourself, to going to that level, and to following the master. And so there are thoughts and feelings that come into your mind today, possibly here on Wednesday, that will lead you and direct you in those energies. The energies of finding new focus and direction in your family and your life. All right, so let's take a look. My cat jumped up here. What are you doing? What are you doing? Do I need to pause the video or are you going to jump down? Jump, jump. Get off. All right. He's so sweet. Shadow is his name. So, my kitty, Shadow. All right, let's look at the tarot, see what Buddha has to say to us, what our inner being has to say to us today. Divine connection, our inner selves. So if you get a chance, go over and check out the website and sign up for the email. I don't send out a lot of emails, but I want to start sending out, like when I get my tarot course together, I'll send one out. Try to do a newsletter once a month. When my dad died, I just kind of wasn't doing anything for a while. I'm trying to get back into everything now, and so that's part of it, is the newsletter. So it'd be great to have you guys over at that. Okay, let's take a look. The energies of today. Reiki energy in the deck. The Emperor. So a lot of stability, strength, leadership. This is Odin. And you can see here Odin kind of staying in that energy of the Emperor. You can see the ravens, the crows coming to him with the messages from the land. So I feel like today there's a little bit of an ominous type of presence, kind of an overwhelming and overbearing sense in some capacity here for the day. And the King of Cups. So the King of Cups comes to us. I feel like these are like, even though the Emperor is all the kings embodied, I just feel like there's like such a difference here. It's like, here's the Emperor, and he's like, I'm Odin, this is the way I do things. Like yesterday was tradition. I think again today is, tradition. This is tradition. This is the way it is. And even like, I'm sure Buddha did not plan on creating this big, huge, Buddhist, where everyone does certain things and certain traditions. I'm sure he did not plan that. Anyway, so here's the Emperor. He's being who he is. He's standing for what he stands for. He is very strong and determined. He's a number 4. A lot of stability and strength. And then the King of Cups just floats into your life and just like washes it all away. And what was so stable and strong just kind of rolls along. Because that's what a river can do to the rocks underneath, is just keep rolling them along and turn them into river rocks. And so, this quiet energy, this direct energy of the water just flowing into your life and into your being today. So today, on Wednesday, you are going to be connecting with this strong, structured self and allowing it just to flow into a new, beautiful energy. And as you flow into this energy, the 8 of Coins. So doing something that you just have to do. It's just got to get done. So for her, this story, all of her brothers were turned into swans. And the way to change that was to create these things out of nettles. So it was a lot of pain, it was a lot of work to try to save her brothers. So sometimes there's things that we just got to do. So I feel like that's in between the two of these somehow. I had to plug in my phone. Okay, so maybe there's a part of your life that people saying, you need to get a job, you need to get, like for me, Madelyn, go get a full-time job that has benefits for the security and the support and the stability of it. And then there's the, oh, I'm going to embrace the flow, allow the universe to let things happen. But in order for that to happen, in order for the flow to exist, there's this work that comes in between. This work that has to be done in between to get there. The transition that happens in your life. And that's where you follow your intuition and your heart and your flow into that. I think it has something to do with, trust your inner voice. So trust your inner voice. It might be the only voice that's telling you what to do. There have been several times in the last 6 months where something has happened and my inner voice tells me to do something and all the voices around me tell me something else. You have to learn. When I followed the inner voice, it was very successful. When I didn't follow the inner voice, it wasn't. So it's a good lesson that we have to follow that inner voice. That, the compassion, be compassionate, be considerate. She's being very compassionate and considerate, doing all she can to help those in need. And it's moving her from just kind of like a very strict, structured energy into the flow of the universe. Wow, I think we have gotten a page every day. Here's the Page of Cups. We got this page on Monday as well. That we're supposed to connect with our inner child this week. We really need to, and I was like, connecting with our inner child and finding the joy. Looking in the mirror into your non-dominant eye, like for me, it would be my left eye because I'm right-handed. Look at my left eye and say, I love you, to your inner child. But then, and I'm here to protect you and keep you safe as you heal and move into these new energies. I'm going to keep you safe from all these things that would potentially harm you and to help you to feel that joy and wonder of life again. And then as you look at yourself in the mirror and you say, I love you, say one thing about yourself that you really like. Like, I like the fact that I actually really enjoy public speaking. And for me, spending time on YouTube and TikTok is kind of like public speaking. I get to publicly speak to a lot of people. And so that's one of the things I like about myself, is that I enjoy public speaking. So in the comments, tell me something that you really like about yourself. So say to yourself in the mirror, I love you and I'm listening. I love you and I'm listening. And here's one thing I really like about myself, or maybe a few more. The Three of Cups. Coming together and having some fun. So Wednesday, the third day of the week, it can also be just like, this is your day to get to have some fun with some friends, to connect with your friends. Or for some people, this card is the threesome. They're drinking, they're having fun, but it could be the threesome, it could be the third party, menage a trois. The third party may be either yourself or somebody else is having a struggle with staying loyal and consistent in a relationship. So if that's the case, you can move away from it today. Today is clear sailing into this watery energy. It's the day to move into the flow. courage. So with this card, I wanted to read from the book. It's John Henry, an Alabama folktale. The Seven of Wands represents an indomitable force. Against all odds, John Henry stands up to fight for what he believes in and is willing to fight to the bitter end. His courage and resolve is an inspiration, even in those who disagree with him. So, fight for what you believe in. Stand strong, be courageous, don't get disheartened. And even your enemies will see your courage and strength and want to emulate that. Endurance, attack, fighting for beliefs, perseverance, and mounting a defense. So there may be something that you have to defend, and do it with bravery and courage. Ooh, we had the Queen of Cups. So we have the King, Queen coming together. The joining of your masculine. I just feel it. I feel like, you move from this to the joining of masculine and feminine, the Kundalini energy, connecting with your chakras. It might be a good time to watch my 9 chakra meditation, cleansing and clearing, bringing that masculine and feminine energy together. And the twin flame connection union meditation that I did really is an opening heart meditation. So if you are interested in just the opening heart part of it, create that intention that this is a chance to really open your heart to go from this heavy energy into this light, beautiful expanse. All right, so let's take a look at Whispers of Love. Listen with your heart. You are listening, but need to hear with a loving heart. Again, being drawn to like this, the water, there's Poseidon, and there's the shell. Listening to the ocean, the water. It's a number 1 card. The beginning of something great, really, really listening. So I feel like the connection, the connection from what has been to what will be, going from the stability to the flow. You need to listen to your heart. Listen to your inner voice. Listen to your heart. Listen with a loving heart. In this case, I don't feel like it's another person. I feel like it's you. You need to listen to yourself. Yeah, receive the connection of the masculine and the feminine, receiving and giving. And feminine receiving, masculine giving. I was just thinking about a lot of relationships. The woman will be the overgiver, and the man will take too much from her. Not necessarily on purpose even, but isn't that the opposite of the divine masculine and the divine feminine? So learn to balance your giving and receiving. whether you are a man or a woman in this lifetime. Learn to balance those energies, and the energies of the masculine and the feminine will be balanced in you. Thank you for coming to Spiritual Rebirth Sanctuary, a safe place for healing with Dr. Madelyn. Please check out my website and sign up with your email so I can let you know when my tarot class is ready pretty soon. And other things like I don't send out a lot of emails. So feel free to sign up for that, and it won't be an overburden to you. And if you have any comments, and subscribe to the channel, follow, and connect with your friends and share as needed. And I will see you guys tomorrow.